What's going on? It's your boy Terry, and welcome to the Enlightened T Show. I want to thank everybody who been liking, sharing, subscribing. I appreciate y'all, man. Keep running them numbers up. Keep telling somebody. I keep telling y'all, tell your side chick, I'm 1 hour out the day that they can count on. I'm telling y'all, great information that been going on over here, so I appreciate it. Without further ado, the name of this show is Lifestyle Creep. Y'all gonna see why I say that. But I want to talk to the guys first right now. Listen, fellas, there is nothing more important than making it home every night. Listen to me. There is nothing more important than going home to your family, because it is people out here that count on you to be out here surviving, be out here thriving. And the reason I preface it is a tragedy just happened right here in Detroit. Suburbs, Dearborn, Michigan. A man was walking his kid. The kid messed around and all they did was step on somebody's grass. That's all they did, right? So the neighbor who grass was stepped on came outside and approached him. So he told his daughter to go ahead home. Do you know they got into whatever back and forth they got to, right? And the neighbor ended up shooting him in broad daylight. Unalive that man over a little girl stepping on some grass. Was it really that deep? And I know y'all gonna say like, oh my God, what was he supposed to do in that situation? Talk about the father. Now, I'm not saying you can't sit out here and confront somebody or, just have not even argument, have a conversation, diffuse it. But what I'm saying is sometimes just walk away, man. Walk away. That is your best bet out here as a man, because it is people out here that are doing, like I said, unaliving people every day, man, over nothing. This man was an engineer at Ford, a family of 4, 2 daughters. He was living the American dream, and what people would say. Gone, man. Them 2 little girls gonna grow up without their father. A wife is a widow now, just because of a little girl stepping on some grass on mistake. We gotta do better out here, man. Guys, main goal, like I keep saying, make it home at night. Do not get tricked out of the streets. Do not get tricked out of your life messing with these fools out here. That's what that neighbor is, a fool. Now he's about to do time over what? Was it really that deep? Over some little mulch? Come on now, man. We got to start doing better. Guys, it's not walk away. That's your best bet. Walk away. Nah, besides that, let's get to the show. All right, man. We got so much to talk about, man. It's so much stuff going on, y'all. It's ridiculous. First thing let's talk about is, I don't know what's been going on in my city of Detroit, but this was probably the worst of the worst I probably ever heard. Top 5 in my lifetime. A woman and her boyfriend unalived her child, right? This is in Detroit. Boy is 6 years old. Guess what they did? First off, the boyfriend was beating on that little boy. Then the boyfriend stapled that 6-year-old to a wall and was laughing at it. Like, what? What? And the mother was going along with this. Like, this is what I'm saying. Y'all not hearing me, man. They stapled this little boy to the wall. Man, and then when they got arraigned today, they was laughing in court. Laughing. Whoever that little boy father is, I know man. Skip that, bro. This is why. This is part of the reason I do not believe in having kids live out of two separate households. This is why I don't believe in that, man. Because this little boy is around this man that this other father really don't know. Only the girlfriend know. And like I said, she was going along with the shit. Man, come on, man. This hurt my heart, man. This hurt. 6 years old. Didn't even have, never had a chance at life, y'all. Never had a chance. I hope they get it. I hope they get everything coming to them. And to sit there and laugh in court, like that shit funny. What is their name again? Child's mother, 25-year-old Elena Jennings, charged with first-degree child abuse. That's it? Wow. The boyfriend, Karen McDonald, 32 years old? Man, come on now, man. What is we doing, man? What are we doing? In Madison Heights, off the Crinder Road, man. This is you stapled that little boy to the wall. I'm not an advocate for the death penalty, but some shit like this, I wouldn't even blink an eye. I'm sorry, y'all. I would not blink an eye. Wow. Little boy, 6 years old, man. We got to start doing better. We got to start vetting these people correctly. Like, skip that, all that, oh, you don't need to know who's around. Yes, I do. First off, scratch that. We need to start just being in relationships, healthy relationships first. That way we ain't got to separate. How about we try something new now, man? Because this baby mama epidemic that been going on is not working for us. It's not working for the kids. Clearly, a kid is unalive by a boyfriend. I keep telling people, being a step parent in today's time is a thankless job, man. Thankless. You get no glory. Especially as a stepfather, it's like, oh, you supposed to do that. What? Even being a stepmother, you don't get no brownies points for that no more. First off, let me tell you the different mindset. See, when the father is dating, like that biological father is dating a woman, he demands that child to put respect towards that stepmother. He demands it. And majority of the time, kids follow suit. When the mother is dating a guy that's a stepfather, she's always going to choose that little kid over that man. She always going to be like, you can't talk to my kid like that. You see the different mindset in it? It's a thankless job, man. Skip that. These kids ain't... At first, our kids are unappreciative, but stuff like this has been going on for a long time. They just starting to get stories like this, man. This has been like, I ain't gonna say it been, new or whatever, but I've been hearing a little more stories of little kids getting terrorized by a boyfriend and a mother, or a father and a girlfriend. Like, I don't know what's going on, man, but rest in peace to that little boy, man. Rest in peace, man. You ain't deserve that at all. You didn't deserve that. Another conversation I want to talk about is a Michigan correctional officer accused of smuggling drugs into prison. And y'all be wondering how these inmates be getting drugs into the prison systems and all that. People like this. Allegedly. It's alleged, but come on now. They said he was smuggling drugs into Jackson County State Prison at that. And that's one of the biggest prisons in Michigan, if y'all ain't know about that. When I tell y'all, when everybody be like, oh man, they going to Jackson, I be like, ooh, 'cause I heard it's pretty rough up there in Jackson. I never been, I never trying to go, and I'm not going to. So, yep, he was smuggling narcotics into a prison, not to only endanger the lives of inmates and staff, but also undermine some of the rehabilitation efforts. So he was just doing his thing. I wonder who. His mind was set at 2,000. Damn, that's it? 2,000? That's easy money. Joshua Evans, 48. Like I said, he was arraigned Tuesday, so he faced 2 counts of felonies. Delivering and manufacturing. Ooh-wee. Ooh, he was bringing pills and that. Hey, man. Shout out to them inmates that be having all these people bring them stuff, man. Because it's not just correctional officers that does this. Maybe it's your girlfriend. Sometimes it be your mama, your daddy. Because they be selling stuff up in there. I be like, how is y'all getting all this stuff? Like, and you know, people be wanting that high, but I don't know why dudes would want to be high in prison. I mean, I be hearing about that stuff that be going on up in there, man. And every prison is different for what I hear, you know, but some prisons, yeah, it get a little rough, man. Be a lot of taking virginities, if you know what I'm saying. So, yeah, man, we gonna see what goes on with that, man. Like, cops, just do y'all job, man. The inmates are there to be an inmate. Serve their time and get out. Or at least try to preach something to them. Give them a book. Do something as a correctional officer, man. Don't make the situation worse just to add a little money to your pockets. Golly. That's why they ain't gonna never be good when they come to society. Because we got people like you that's smuggling drugs up in there. Shit. Well, I swear. Sorry for all the cursing. It been a long day today, man. Been a long day. But, yeah. Oh, Chicago. Okay, 33 people got shot over the weekend. It feel like Chicago. I don't even know how people even living in Chicago right now. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. It's always so many shootings, dog. One fatally got shot, but it's one specific story, right? This lady, she just walking from the bus going home. She ain't think she was gonna get shot between that time. Somebody was doing a drive-by, what were they in? They was in a stolen gray Honda. Wait, and a black Tesla? Wow. That is crazy. Oh, no. So the story is they was in a gray Honda. Somebody got to shooting them in some type of white Caravan or whatever. And the dude crashed into the Tesla. And during that time, a 19-year-old woman was just walking, minding her business. Got struck in the right shoulder and her torso. Like, you mean to tell me you can't even walk around proud in your neighborhood? Like, you got to worry about getting shot because some people out here shooting recklessly. Shouldn't even be shooting at all, but y'all up here shooting at ops because I already know what it was. Y'all shooting at some ops. The ops didn't get hit, and now look, an innocent woman in a hospital. They said she's going to recover, but the trauma that come with it, it's like she ain't going to never want to walk in her neighborhood again or wherever she was at. Like, come on, man. This feel like it's always a crazy, crazy, crazy story in Chicago at all times. And we must protect our women, man. Like I said, I don't know how some of them even live in Chicago. I know y'all from Chicago, y'all love it, everything, but Chicago is going into crap right now, just like California. And we're going to talk about California in a little bit of this too. But yeah, man, the crime that's been going on in some of these inner cities, man, it's crazy. It's crazy what's going on. Madness. Like, how do you fix this? Well, I know one way you can fix it, but people are not willing to do that because, a lot of their family members are into some type of illegal activities. But this is going to keep happening until somebody say, nah, we good on this. And I've been seeing like some rappers in Chicago, they've been trying to say like, we trying to do a ceasefire, we trying to end the beef that's going on, and that's great. But that's y'all though. What about the active members that's over there in Chicago? They don't care about no ceasefire. They trying to get their get back or their cousin getting whacked or their best friend getting dropped. Like I heard about, Chief Keef. Well, they say he said Tuka again in his music. But, I saw the FBG guys, one of them was saying they trying to end the peace. Cause like they say, them little guys that's be running around in Chicago, they lost. They looking at them and what they was doing during that drill time, and that drill era was crazy. I know people are getting dropped now, but if you look up Chicago rappers, the amount of rappers that have been gunned down is crazy, dog. Crazy. Some of them locked up for a minute. It's just crazy in Chicago, man. Like I said, me personally, I be telling people I ain't even trying to go to Chicago for a while. I'm straight. Like, I want to be able to have a good time and stuff down there. And a lot of the stores and one of the biggest restaurants down there just closed like a few months ago. It been there for what? Almost over 20 years in the main district? Man. All right, y'all. I hope y'all get it together down there because right now, it ain't looking too good. Another story before we get into all the money stuff, lifestyle creep and everything. This was crazy and it ain't been getting enough news for me. This is from the AP report. 2 people were killed and 12 families displaced after a Maryland house exploded Sunday and reports of a possible gas leak, fire officials said. Neighbors described feeling and hearing the early morning blast that damaged a number of surrounding houses in the Bel Air, a town about 30 miles northeast of Baltimore. So many words. There was some type of gas leak at this house. Some people got hurt. 2 of them got killed. The whole house is destroyed. A few of the houses that was around it are vastly damaged. And I'm just wondering, like, how did this even happen? Like, that's crazy. A gas leak? I mean, I don't know if that's on whoever was the owner of that home or was that part of the city officials. Like, I don't know who is responsible for that. I don't know, but they're trying to figure it out. It just happened Sunday, so they're going to figure it out. But golly, it's already, you already got to deal with so much, man. And you dealing with something like this, that's a tragedy, man. Rest in peace to that family, man. I hope everybody who got caught in the fire, I hope they come out good. I hope everybody, I'm praying everybody got insurance, homeowners insurance, because if you don't, I mean, your house is just damaged. You got to pay for that out of pocket. And we know how much repairs cost for a home. Home ownership is so expensive right now. And that's going to be part of this lifestyle creep too, because it's a lot of people that went and bought these houses in these past few years for the pandemic. And it is not working in their favor at all. I see it on TikTok. Every day it's a trend. But we're going to talk about it on this lifestyle creep, though. We're going to talk about it for sure. All righty. I want to talk about one. This is a story where it must be talked about. Let me see. Oh, man. Oh, here we go. I couldn't find it at first. Tiffany Henyard. A lot of y'all don't even know who Tiffany Henyard is. Tiffany Henyard is the mayor of Dalton. Dalton is a city in Chicago. Well, not city in Chicago. It's a city in Illinois, right outside of Chicago. It make up about 20,000 people. 93% of the people are black. So think about it. 20,000 people, 93 or 91% of the people are black. So this is a predominantly black community. Tiffany Henyard is a black woman. I want y'all to pay attention to what I'm about to say. So, Tiffany Henyard been the mayor of Dalton for about, let's say how long it's been. About 4 years now. Because I think she just got reelected or whatever. Yeah, she got reelected in what, 2022? Yeah, 2022, she got reelected. And what has been said is she has been in the limelight for a minute. Like I briefly talked about Tiffany Henyard maybe last year or whatever. And what she been doing with the taxpayer dollars is ludicrous. So, Tiffany Henyard, when she got in Dalton in 2022, the town had a positive of $5 million in a trust account, right? $5 million. Y'all pay attention. There are $5 million in this trust where all the taxpayer dollar is in the positive in 2022. As of today, they are down negative $3.65 million. You mean to tell me she mismanaged money that bad? You went from a positive in $5 million, and let's be clear, Dalton has been going through hardship in a minute, but they did have this fund or whatever, and she spent over $8 million of it. Like I said, the account is in negative $3.5 million. Let me tell y'all, it was so bad. You know, she has the city credit card. You know, she charged roughly about $40,000 on that credit card for her own expenses. Amazon, 40 grand. She spent some of their money to put a billboard of her on it. Now, I know people be throwing this narcissistic word out all the time, but if what she got her on buildings, she's on billboards, she's in the schools. Like, when you go to Dalton, all you see is Tiffany Henyard everywhere on a rug. I mean, this is crazy. Like, don't get me wrong, you're going to see a picture of me in the back. For sure that. But I ain't spending nobody money. It's my money I'm spending. You feel me? She up here spending taxpayers' dollar. They are already going through a deficit down there, and we got to hold them accountable because they voted her in twice. It's like, did y'all not get enough of her the first time? But guess what? Out of 20,000 people, right? Guess how many voted? Only 10% of people. You mean to tell me out of 20,000 people, 10% of y'all voted? And she won by a majority vote by like, it was a huge blowout. I think she had like 80% of the votes. So that means roughly 2,000 people voted. And what, 80%? About 1,600 people voted for her. And y'all keep saying y'all vote don't count. This is clear evidence your vote count. I don't know what it is. People got this notion in their head. Like, it don't matter if I vote for this person or that person. My vote ain't gonna matter at the end. Yes, it does. That's just like Houston. Only like 10% of them voted. And they city is way bigger than Dalton. So when you get these people that's in office that ain't good for you and you vote because the person looked like you, identity politics. Like, y'all keep thinking just because somebody look like you, that mean they best for you. How? This is an all-black city. It's nothing but black people that live there. 93%, I keep telling y'all. And you're telling me you voted for her just because she black, and now look, she done wiped y'all out. Spending y'all money on her own personal security. Do you know it's 2 policemen? They have a salary of about $73,000. Do you know in overtime, one officer made $108,000, the other officer made $114,000 just in overtime? Skip or combine the salary and the overtime 100. No. In overtime, they made $108,000, the other one made $114,000. So that means they getting close to around $180,000, $190,000. She out there moving like the mob, bro. And now people been looking for her because this happened over the weekend. Lori Lightfoot, she got paid about $30,000 from the city or whatever to investigate this. And now look, she went into there. She told Tiffany Henyard off the frame. I mean, she was spending credit cards in Vegas, having a good time, blowing bottles, partying. Started her own podcast with y'all on Roland Martin. She was doing whatever she wanted to with y'all money, and y'all voted for her twice. I almost can't feel bad for y'all because y'all ain't participating in what was good for you. And you voted off of because she looked just like you, because she's black. You guess what's going on right now in the United States election? Another person look like you. Because all y'all keep saying is y'all gonna vote for her, but y'all ain't saying not one policy that she want to implement. I mean, shit, she just took Trump no taxes on tips. Trump been saying that since like June, July. But y'all want to play identity politics. You got people like Charlemagne saying, oh man, I don't know why y'all don't want to vote for her. She's black and she's a woman. We should vote for her in. You got Ricky Smiley saying we should cancel people or delete them off social media, unfollow them if they don't vote for her. And she's in sorority. She'll be sworn in by another one in a sorority. And it's like, okay, but what is she gonna do for us? What is her financial policies? How she's going to get the market better? Because she was part of this Biden administration. But I give her, maybe she can bring her own policies and she can get away from Biden's, because I did not like Biden policies. Let's just be for real. Look at it. I'm about to show y'all what y'all calling Bidenomics. I'm going to show y'all where that's getting y'all. It's so many layoffs that been happening, and people are out here starving, and these jobs ain't never Some of these jobs ain't never coming back. They already said it, especially if you in the tech, it's not coming back. AI is filling these jobs. We gonna talk about it though. So y'all keep playing identity politics if you want to. Y'all gonna get a Tiffany Henyard. And if y'all vote for her because she had better policies, do that. But y'all only vote for people because somebody told y'all to, rather than doing your homework and look at what's going on. The city of Chicago, filled with migrants. Filled with them. I know some people gonna be like, oh man, they was on buses and Texas was setting them up here because they was mad at the president, blah, blah, blah. No, Texas didn't want the migrants down there. Not the illegal ones. Let's say that illegal migrants. I don't care if you migrated over here, you went through the proper channels to get citizenship over here. But the illegal ones, they tearing y'all cities out the frame. And they got new cars out here. They get more benefits than the ones that paying taxes. Crazy, right? But y'all gonna vote for who look like you, right? Even the ones that vote for Trump, y'all gonna vote for him because they look like you, right? Even though I like some of his policies. But I'm willing to hear Kamala Harris out, even though she was the border czar. Y'all gonna have to accept that. Accept it. Yeah, man. So, like I said, Tiffany Henyard, she nowhere to be found. Hey, this what you get. Hopefully she has something for pressure, because I know. Oh, and her one of her chief officers just got charged today. And while they was in Vegas partying, allegedly somebody sexually assaulted a woman out there. Allegedly. We don't know that to be true yet, but it ain't looking good neither though. So we gonna see what coming out of that, man. But all this identity policies y'all trying to do, they ain't gonna work in your favor at all. At all. So let's get to the meat and potatoes of this show. This show is called Lifestyle Creep. The reason it's called Lifestyle Creep because a lot of people is living this new life. You know, they get into some money, or they might have been getting to some money these past few years, and now they're so used to this lifestyle that they can't even go back. They can't revert back to it. You feel me? Not back to their old ways. Nope, they can't. So now, this is what's happening. It is mass. First off, it's been layoffs for quite some time now. But now the layoffs are just coming like, they just coming now. And one of the layoffs that just happened was Cisco. And this is their second round of layoffs. If y'all don't know what Cisco is, they said they already laid 4,000 people off in February. Now they talking about laying off another 10%. Based in California. Well, that should tell you everything. Listen, if a headquarters of a company is in California, listen, you should be on high alert, because California is turning into shit. A lot of them are leaving the state of California because they raised minimum wage. Everything is so much higher in California because Gavin Newsom been running California to the ground. You got freaking Oakland Mayor Shane Tao up here running it to the ground as well, even though the mayor before that was running Oakland to the ground. So I can't even say like she been doing a terrible job. But She just got indicted on some charges. We gonna see what come out of that. We're gonna talk about that real soon too. But yeah, another 10% at Cisco, man. And it's so sad because y'all don't understand when you get laid off on your job, your mental be messed up. Because sometimes people don't even have a job lined up because they so used to working this specific job. And some of them was probably working remotely too. So, yep, Cisco laying off. I'm going to tell you some other ones that's laying off, okay? Dell Technologies, according to the Bloomberg, they are they supposed to be laying off 10% of their workforce. That's equivalent to 12,500 people. 12,500 people at Dell Technologies. And the reason they laying off because AI is getting generated within their companies. And now they're going to use robots, artificial intelligence to cover these jobs. And I keep telling people AI is coming for us. I don't care what y'all say, they're coming. So you can sit here on the sideline and don't get a new skill if you don't want to. And guess what's going to happen? Keep telling people, man, AI is good, but it's also bad. It's good and it can delete some jobs that we really don't need. But the bad thing is it's going to take a lot of jobs that the regular person used to working. Sheesh, man. Now they talk about that was just 2 days ago. Now they talking about it could be upward of 20,000. Zoom supposed to be laying off 15% of their. Y'all hear that? Zoom, Zoom. So to be laying off 50% of their workforce to save $25 million for the company. I'm telling you, dog, it's getting bad out here. Eventbrite. Y'all know what Eventbrite is? It be showing you all the events that be going on, how you can pay through the app and stuff for, like, let's say you wanted to go to, like, let's say the Taste Fest or something. You'll pay for yours through Eventbrite, get your tickets and all that. 11% of their workforce about to be deleted because of AI. Y'all see AI is a theme right now, right? It is a theme out here. And it's only going to get worse. I keep telling people, it's only going to get worse. So we can sit here and act like AI ain't. AI taking everything right now. Everything. Oh, Axios laying off 50 employees. That's 10% of their staff. Paramount Global laying off 2,000 of their employees, which is about 15% of the U.S. workforce. The layoff come as the company is desperately trying to cut costs after it revealed a massive operating loss of nearly $6 billion. Whew. And Paramount Global, they part of cable networks, which include Comedy Central, NTV, and Nickelodeon. Listen, if you work for any of these, like, networks or whatever, they're trying to get rid of you because a lot of people are not watching regular TV no more. Most people are going to apps like YouTube, Facebook. Podcasts are really popular right now. They're really popular. I'm not going to lie. That's why everybody's trying to do it, but then a lot of people fail. You feel me? I'm trying to be one of the ones that's going to be good in it. You feel me? So, yeah, man, this is what's going on in the real world, man. It's a lot of layoffs, man. And if you not getting yourself right for this, you going to get left behind. I promise you. These jobs, companies don't care about you. They care about that money because guess what? A lot of them got to pay these shareholders. This is why Y'all think just because you have a job, they supposed to care about you. No, they care about their shareholders. That's why a lot of people tell you to buy stocks and bonds and get all type of stuff, because as a shareholder, they got to keep you good. That's how a lot of them be operating how they do. They want people to invest in the company and everything. So y'all can take what I'm saying now and do better, but this is the real. They gonna take care of them stockholders first. I promise you that. Let's go to Kellogg's to close Omaha, Nebraska plant. That's destroying 550 jobs. Y'all hear that? Kellogg's is closing a Omaha, Nebraska plant, and 550 jobs are gone. It's tough, man. I mean, and people still gonna buy their cereal. Let's get that understood right now. People gonna buy their cereal. So it said on Tuesday, Kellogg announced it would close the cereal plant in Omaha, Nebraska by the end of 2026. The gut production at its plant in Memphis, Tennessee. So in so many words, Memphis, Tennessee, y'all on the clock. The company said it will increase production and investment as it plants in Battle Creek, Michigan, Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and Belleville, Ontario. Even taking into account 550 jobs will be permanently destroyed at this Omaha plant. So, hey, man, these companies want money, and these companies have been losing money. They will cut costs at anything. So you always got to be prepared. I mean, look, the company in the second quarter financial results earlier this week reporting a revenue of $672 million, down 4% from the second quarter of 2023. You hear that? They're losing profit. They care about their shareholders. I keep telling y'all, everything is about money. Follow the money. All this relationship talk we be talking about is cool. We need that. That's great topics to talk about. But we don't care about none of that relationship if our money ain't right. We don't care about it. You think your girl gonna care about you being laid off? She trying to figure out how these bills about to get paid. And a lot of people are working check to check, week to week. Some people, today is Tuesday. Some people don't get paid until Friday, and they out here starving right now. Starving. And massive credit card debt, which I'm about to talk about that. Like, this is the stuff that is going on. And people, y'all got to be ready for it, man. Because if y'all not ready for it, it could be you. Stellantis. Nah, I live in Detroit. What up, though? Stellantis is closing one of its prominent, this freaking plant been around for a minute. Ever since I can remember, even as a little kid. I'm 30 now, so it had at least been open, at least since I've been born. And it was the original. That was the only plant with the original Ram design. So, if y'all haven't heard, Stellantis to shed more than 2,400 workers over discontinuance of the original Ram truck, man. Golly, man. So, about 15, oh my God. This is crazy, man. So in so many words, they discontinuing that truck. And if you work at Stellantis, this is in Warren Trucking, that plant right there on 8 Mile and Mile, 2,400 people or 2,450 will be they'll be without a job. Well, I'm going to give y'all the real, because I know a little something about this. This is what happened. Stellantis is about to lay off 2,450 of them employees at the Warren Trucking. So the people who have high seniority, right? So let's say you got 10 years at the least there, you'll be okay. They're going to ask you, do you want to go to another plan, transfer, or or in this new contract, they give you a severance pay, but that's only for like, 6 months or something like that. And I know they'll provide you insurance for at least 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. And they're going to ask you, do you want to, get placed at a different plant? That plant could be wherever they need you at. And wherever plant they place you on, the person with the lower seniority is going to get kicked out. So regardless, it's going to be 2,400 people that's going to be without a job, regardless wherever they get placed at. And that's tough. Now, yeah, they're going to have their severance pay and all that. But a lot of people, I don't think you get your full paycheck, if I'm not mistaken. But a lot of people was banking on overtime. I'm telling y'all, people be check to check. And a lot of these people at Stellantis, they got these new Wranglers. They got these new Grand Cherokees, Wagoneers. It's a Wagoneer everywhere in the city right now. Everybody got one of them. And yeah, they might be leased, but some of them be like $1,000+ a month. So now you got that $1,000 a month. A lot of them got new cribs now, because the contract just got ratified in October, November. They got a new contract. So everybody went out and bought new houses. Like I said, these new leasing plan that Chrysler has been getting, where, they get a new, like I said, new Wagoneers, new Chargers, not the SRTs or none of that. Nah, you get the base model ones. And now some of these notes is $750, $1,000+. Your mortgage, rent, you probably paying $1,500+ for that. You're already about $2,500 right there. Some of the top people are making like $35 an hour right now. If you got shift premium, you probably at like $38, $39. And you work nights. But some of them ain't. And they got them new cars. They got them new trucks, them big trucks. That's not even including insurance. And insurance has just raised in Michigan, if y'all ain't know that. I think insurance about to raise like 20-something%. Because I know property taxes are definitely rising, and we gotta talk about that. Property taxes are rising like 33%, if I'm not mistaken. So, like I'm saying, guys, it's not a good feeling getting laid off. It's not. I know a lot of people all out here making jokes about it. It's not cool to get laid off, man. It's not. Unless you've been through it before, it's not a good feeling knowing what you gonna eat, knowing how you gonna provide for your family. All of this stuff you got to take into account, man. And ain't nothing worse than being broke without a job. And I know a lot of people been doing Uber, DoorDash, and all that. And we're going to talk about that in a minute, too, what's going on in California with that. But, man, like, I've been broke before, like, poor. I had an F-150. It broke down. I had to get a timing chain, pay for that, and it still wasn't working right. So I had to put it back in the shop, and they had to put it back together. It never ran right for real. I'm telling you, and we talking about trying to get back and forth to work, getting Uber, Lyfts. That just cost, man. Like, I know that broke feeling. For real. Like, you fucked up. You fucked up. Like, them broke conversations where you in a relationship, it hit different. You feel me? Like, I shouldn't be laughing, but guys, y'all go ahead and try to be broke for 6 months to a year, and your girl up here look at you crazy like, what you about to do, because you just sitting around not even trying to get a job. Like, you King Kong, you let your nuts hang. You feel me? You talk how you want to talk because you got that little money in your pocket, right? But let that money go. Let you get laid off. You talking real nice to your girl. You know, you used to be in front of your friends or whatever. Like, man, you can say it in front of my friends. But now you be like, hey, baby, you know, come here right quick. I want to have a conversation with you, like in the back. Like, I don't need nobody in my business. You feel me? You ever start seeing people that used to go out all the time, used to have a good time and all that? Now when you call them, they playing Uno every day. They be trying to have Uno games. And I'm not saying you can't play Uno. I play Uno with my friends all the time. I ain't played in a minute, but we have game nights and stuff like that, right? But to play Uno every night, you'll never want to go out no more because your money a little low. You be like, oh, man, yeah, bring a bottle. You know, it used to be Hennessy, now it's Parmesan. Used to be drinking Don Anejo, now it's Lunazale. Ciroc, then turn it to Smirnoff. Talking about, oh, man, you put a little lemonade in it, it's all right. You know a dude now bad, you know, he be in the movie theater hugging his girl from the back, you know, asking like, you know, pay for this, baby. Okay, baby. I love you, girl. You know, I thank you so much. You know, dude ain't driving his car no more because he ain't got no gas in it. So now he driving his girl car, picking her up late from work because he ain't got a job. Shoot, your girl get laid off or she lose her job. You ever notice she be trying to figure it out, trying to work and all that. But then when shit ain't happening, her head get to hurting. So now she got to lay down. She be sleepy all the time. Now, I'm telling y'all, when you broke, if y'all really want to know if you a solid couple, be broke together. Be broke. You gonna go through some things. You gonna see some stuff you ain't never gonna see in your life. And it's a very, very humbling. And y'all figure that junk out. Y'all do a lot of stuff at home, which is cool with me. You start cooking more. You start appreciating the little stuff before you bounce back. Now, some people don't bounce back, but I'm telling you, if you poor in a relationship, it's going to test you. That's going to test your relationship for real, for real. I don't care what y'all talking about. Yeah, okay. Yeah, man. My prayers go out to everybody that's getting laid off, man. It's not a great feeling. I'll say that much. It's not a great feeling. With that being said, man, have y'all seen the national credit card debt is at an all-time high? $1.14 trillion in credit card debt. The average person carry around a $6,329 credit card debt, man. That's a lot. That's up 4.8% from last year. Like, credit card debt is rising. Freaking delinquencies on your car loans. No student loans. And with all these layoffs, I mean, what? I ain't even talk about Intel yet. Intel laying off, 22,000 people? 22,000 people, Intel. Microsoft they cut about 2 months ago. Man, listen. Where are these gurus at? Where the gurus? I ain't here seeing these gurus in a minute. Y'all remember when gurus was taking over social media in the heat of the pandemic? I'm talking about 2020, 2021. You don't see none of these cats no more. They was going on other podcasts, talk about what you should do. You should get into this. You should get into that. Like, you remember when everybody was trying to get you into trucking? I don't see no more trucking gurus no more. I see a lot of trucking people losing their trucks. I talked about that last year. This mother of 3, she was getting to the bag. She had her own truck and all that, but when you wasn't getting them runs like you once was, because the economy slowing down, a lot of people ain't ordering stuff like they used to. Then you got the repairs on that truck, and just brakes alone, I know, just cost a lot to change, just on that. She lost it, and now she damn near about to lose. At that time, she was on the verge of losing her home, and she got 3 boys. But I ain't see none of these trucking gurus. I can't remember that lady name who she said she was in the trucking industry and all that. She was in this mansion or whatever. She was saying it was her, but we've come to find out she got evicted out of that. But she telling you she a trucking guru. And I think she was fresh out of jail or something like that. Remember where all these dudes was telling you how to get these Navy Federal credit cards, them gurus? You don't see them out here no more. Remember they was telling you how to get stuff scratched off your credit report? You don't see them no more. What happened to the gurus, man? You know where everybody trying to go? Everybody trying to be a relationship coach now. They said, man, we gotta pivot. We gotta go where the money going. Let's talk about relationships, because this money stuff, Remember when everybody was telling y'all to invest in this crypto? Find out it was a scam. Y'all poured all your money into that crypto, and then the crypto just took all this money out, and it went bankrupt. But then again, these Coinbase guys, or these guys who was crypto kings, was telling you to invest, but they really never invest. They got paid to say they was investing. These dudes be inspiring y'all or whatever to invest in this and invest in that, and these motherfuckers ain't never invested nothing a day in their life, never worked before, never owned nothing, but they telling you to invest. But these y'all gurus though, right? Y'all was getting all them Home Depot credit cards, running a bag up on that. Y'all was getting them capital. I could break it all down what all y'all was getting. Y'all was getting them Capital One cards, running it up. Now they're like, nah. They're telling y'all to take out these little personal loans of $50,000. Invest that in a company without even knowing what the company even is. Remember when these gurus were telling y'all to buy a house? Y'all remember that? Oh, you could put a 3% down, and it'll be better than if you wait later in life, even though your mortgage rate is at a 10%, mortgage rate at 7%, 8%, and you locked in at this price, and they sold the home to you 100, 150, sometimes even 200K more than the actual value of it. They ain't tell you about the HOA fees. They ain't tell you about the repair fees. They ain't tell you about how if your property taxes go up. They ain't tell you about none of that. But the gurus told you to go get that crib, though. Goddamn gurus, man. They finesse y'all, man. And there's some people that's out here doing good work. But some, they just made a band off y'all. They told y'all send the cash app. Now the new finesse is, you can join my network, and I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna say the company name. So I went to a home, what was it? A multi-home investment groups, right? I ain't gonna say which it was. Went to their seminar. We was talking. I like how the way they was talking. And they was telling us how we can make like 200, 300,000 off a sale of a property. And you know how we'll have to find, there'll be a host of it. They'll find other investors to put into it. The host take 50% of their investment into it. The other investors take their 25%, and you take anywhere from like 10% of the sale or 5%. So something crazy like that, right? And then we got to the point where, oh yeah, you could cut our seminar. The seminar was about $1,500, which wasn't bad. So I'm like, okay. Then they was like, yeah, and then after that, we'll teach you and flip, and you can flip like that. And then you can pay, listen, 40 grand just to be part of their network. It don't guarantee you'll have a sale. Just 40,000 to be part of their networks. Y'all can figure out, you know, who is who. You can know this guy. You can know that girl. You can find out this investment. And it's like, it don't get 40,000 don't guarantee me a sale, because I still got to go out. If I'm paying you 40,000 just for you to co-sign me, what do I need you for? And I'm not saying some people don't, but it's a lot of people that are getting duped out of 40, 20, $30,000 to join a network, and they ain't made no money yet. Some people, like I said, it took out these personal loans. Some people that took out money in their 401k to fund this, which is the worst thing to do. Some people took the equity out of some of their homes just to invest in something like this. And these gurus are just steering y'all wrong, man. Like, it's okay to just start off small. You don't got to just go big. These gurus are the worst. Like I said, I ain't seen them in a minute, so I'm trying to figure out where they at. You feel me? Where y'all at? Y'all been very quiet lately. Damn gurus, I swear. Okay, last couple stories I'm going to leave with y'all is Uber, Lyft, DoorDash. They had a ruling in California in Proposition 22, which is so many words. The people that work, first off, DoorDash, Lyft, Uber, there are companies that don't necessarily hire you as an employee. You are an independent contractor. How do I know this? Because I used to do DoorDash. Yes, me. And I would still do DoorDash if I had to. Let's get that understood. But some people wanted to be freaking employees. You know, they wanted to get benefits. They want to get paid an hourly wage out in California. And I'm like, why would y'all even think they would even go for that? And I'm glad Uber, Lyft, and DoorDash actually won this lawsuit, because at the end of the day, you don't have to work for them as an independent contractor. You don't. You could do your own thing. Start your own. But some of y'all ain't got used to making this, because at one point, this used to be a side hustle, but then it turned into, this is people's main job now. And now they're mad because they feel like they should be getting paid more than what they really are. When really, yes, it's a base. It's a base to where you have a certain pay for this certain job or whatever. But most of your money are going to come from the tip of the customer. Tips is where you make your big bucks. So let's say the minimum wage out there is $22 an hour in California, right? If I work 12 hours every day, DoorDash, Uber, or Lyft, and I've been doing all these jobs for this long, somebody that just coming in will make the same amount as me if we was to be employees. Like, why would I even go for that? Because every job is different. It might take you 3 hours to go deliver this job, Whether it'll take you maybe 20 minutes for a different one. But what, we supposed to get paid the same? No. This is the first time in history where you really, really, in the longest time, you eat what you kill. So you got to put in that work to get the money that you want. It was at a time where I was only making like $5-6 a run. But after doing so many and all that, then you'll start seeing some of the runs that the first people who don't work as much as you get, because it's a point system and you get in this certain caliber. You get in this certain bracket to where you get like a silver medal or a gold medal or whatever that, and you get certain benefits of seeing a job first before the other people who don't work as much. So that's how you really make your money. And for the people in California, I understand it's high in California, but y'all can blame that on y'all own governor. Y'all can blame him for that. Matter of fact, y'all got to blame yourself a little bit too, because y'all keep voting him in. He been over there for a minute now, Mr. Gavin Newsom. But yeah, shout out to DoorDash, Lyft, and Uber for winning that lawsuit. Y'all shouldn't be employees. They shouldn't be paying. If they was to make y'all employees, they'll be out of business in less than 6 months. They can't afford it, man. They can't. It wasn't built for that. Jesus Christ. Y'all better go out and work. Y'all better, man, listen. Y'all better go out and put in that work, man. That's all I'm saying. Restaurant servers in Michigan, they fear a big hit in their paycheck after ruling to cut tip wages in Michigan. This is very important. So Michigan has decided they want to raise the minimum wage. So when they raise the minimum wage, it's going to raise the tip workers, the servers, the bartenders, all of them, they're going to get a higher pay, which means it's going to bring the cost of goods up. Food, liquor, drinks, condiments, all that will be accounted for in your final bill. So they're going to raise prices up. And right now, they're scared if they raise prices up, it's going to be a cut in their tips, because people are going to feel like, oh, if I feel like you're getting paid, you see this? Scam likely. It's crazy. Because they're going to feel that if you are getting paid more, why should I tip you more? Which is very true. Because not only do I got to pay for this $60 steak, might be $70 now that y'all got a freaking increase. Why would I want to tip you more if I know you're getting paid more? And I already don't agree with some of these restaurants and even some casinos be doing. They be trying to have everybody combine their tips of the whole night and spread it out evenly, which I don't agree with. You earn whatever you get. So if somebody tip you $100 and this other person tipped this other person $10, that $100 person should be able to take their $100 home and not have to split it with this $10 just because it might have been a slow night or they ain't get paid as much. No, you eat what you killed, what I be saying, man. Skip that. You better work hard. You better sell. Listen, you better do something, because that's not fair, man. And like I said, this is in Michigan. I'm going to do an interview with some servers to where they're going to talk about the industry in depth, because they've been in the industry for 10 plus years and they can attest to this, because that's going to be a major hit. And food and stuff is already high, which I don't understand why Governor Whitmore want to do this. Like, it's not smart. I think our minimum wage is like $7 or something, which I don't even know a job in Michigan that even pay that. I'm not going to even lie. Even McDonald's and stuff be paying like $15, $17 an hour here. So I just don't get it. Y'all messing up with people's paychecks, man. Jesus. Well, at least we know whoever the president is, And there ain't gonna be no taxes on tips, so that's a good thing. But yeah, man, it's getting people care about their money. We don't care about all this other stuff they be talking about. We don't care. We want to know how far can our money go in this economy, man. And I'm telling y'all, like, I think Stellantis is about to sell. And with Stellantis selling, it's going to be even more layoffs because we don't know what company is going to bring what work into it. We don't know if they're going to discontinue certain stuff. People want to feel like they making their money. People want their money's worth. No matter what class you're in, they want their money's worth, man. And that's what people care about. So I will leave y'all with this Noah Lyles, the tracks runner. First off, Noah Lyles, I like you. I actually watch you because I enjoy track and field. You win and you be very arrogant, which I love because you put in that work. But when you lost in the 200 and you had, allegedly you had COVID-19, well, they say you had COVID-19, and then after the race, you just get out of there in a wheelchair? Really? And then it's pictures of you recently partying while you knowing you had COVID-19 and you talking stuff about Anthony Edwards saying, oh, Adidas need to do right by me. You feel me? I'm the all-star. You feel me? How is Anthony Edwards getting a deal and he ain't winning nothing? I'm the U.S. medalist. Boy, Anthony Edwards is in basketball. What are you talking about? I think Usain Bolt did have a signature shoe, but most signature shoes are from basketball players because most people watch them. Even NFL players don't even get signature shoes like that. Basketball, them shoes can be worn every day, any given time. And it's part of the culture. That's a cultural thing right now to wear basketball shoes. Ain't nobody about to say, oh, let me throw these track shoes on. Because not that many people run track. So they're not going to buy the shoe. Unless you a superstar. There's even celebrities that don't even have their own signature shoe. They got to do collabs with main people like Jordan or KD or LeBron's. That's what they got to do, collaborations. Everybody just don't get no signature shoe. Noah Lyles, do better. Do better, my boy. You disappointed me, man, because I had real high hopes for you. So that's the end of this show. I appreciate y'all for staying with me this whole time. Like I said, tell a friend, tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell her. You feel me? This is the Enlightened T Show. Like, share, subscribe. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. Peace.